Good morning, guys. Hope you are enjoying the weekend. I'm going to go over a little bit more of my Blu-ray collection. I got a little bit more to go, so I'm going to try to get these videos knocked out this week. So, continuing with the Blu-rays, I have Tangled here. I've seen a little bit here and there over the years, but I never actually watched the whole thing. But I do enjoy the origin story here of Rapunzel. Obviously, everyone knows it. At least they should. So, gotta get around to watching that one completely. Here's an out-of-print title that is really sought after, and I'm glad I picked it up when I did. I think I got this from Shout directly when they're having their. It was either a sale or like a going out of print sale. I forget, but Tank Girl. This is a really good, like cheesy, like sci-fi kind of like a post-apocalyptic movie, starring Lori Petty, Ice-T, Naomi Watts, Malcolm McDowell. You get some graphic design here from Stan Winston, and it was directed by Rachel Talalay. So, and it's a fun, cheesy watch. A lot of people don't like this film, but I enjoyed it. Up next is a classic, Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro. Martin Scorsese directed this. This also stars Jodie Foster, Albert Brooks, Harvey Keitel, Peter Boyle, Sybil Shepherd, and Leonard Harris. So if you guys have never seen Taxi Driver, I recommend it. I have the first one in another box, but I have Ted 2 here, unrated combo pack. Didn't enjoy it as much as the first one, but it was alright. But I'm a completist, so I know Mila Kunis is not in this. From what I remember, it's Amanda Seyfried in this one. So, I mean, I do enjoy Ted, especially that first one. We got Dario Argento film here. I can never say it right. Tenebrae. This one I have not watched yet. I've seen most of his films, but this one I have not watched yet. So, this is a Synapse release. It's just a Blu-ray. Yep. I haven't watched this one yet. Terminal with Margot Robbie, Simon Pegg, and Mike Myers. Max Irons and Dexter Fletcher as well. I heard it's an interesting movie about assassins carrying out a sinister mission. I got it slowly because of the cast, but I'll get around to watching that. Alright, this one's probably the worst movie in the franchise. I know. I remember watching it for the first time, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching? Okay. This is the 3D Blu-ray and also standard 2D Blu-ray on the same disc. That is Texas Chainsaw. It's not great. I'll give it that, but I'm a completist when it comes to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. So, the only thing I liked about this movie was like the beginning, where it had like Bill Moseley, Gunnar Hansen, oh crap, what's her name? The original girl from the first one. They were all in the I think they're all in the opening scene of this film. I enjoyed that part of the film mostly. Everything else was mediocre. But I do enjoy Alexandra Daddario, of course. Who doesn't? But yeah, so you guys enjoyed this. Let me know. If you didn't, let me know too. Do your thing, cuz. Yikes. Alright. So I got this, I guess you can call it a bootleg of sorts, but it's great quality. I wanted to get the Thanksgiving movies on Blu-ray, and they're not available commercially, but I got the Thanksgiving collection here put out by everyone knows who put it out. I don't need to put them out there because they don't want to be put out there. So anyway, I enjoyed the first one quite a bit. The second one, well, actually, technically there is no second one, so there's Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving 3. Like I said, I enjoyed the first one. The second one was okay. It was more like puppetry and you like puppets and stuff, but I did enjoy the first one quite a bit. And they're both on one disc. So up next is, as I believe this is still out of print, double feature from Miramax. It is They and Cursed. I know this is not the unrated version. This is the rated version. But I do have the unrated version on DVD, so hopefully they'll release it on Blu-ray with the director's cut that I've been hearing about for the past few years. Hopefully they do it. I've never actually got around to watching They, though, so I know it's a Wes Craven Presents film. He didn't actually direct that one, so. They has Ethan Embry in it. And, of course, Cursed has Christina Ricci, Joshua Jackson, Jesse Eisenberg, Judy Greer, Shannon Elizabeth, Scott Baio, and Milo. I can never say his last name right. Ventimiglia, I don't know how to say that. This one I have not watched. This was a Dollar Tree pickup a while back. This is a Gravitas Adventures title, and it is called 3/4. This is a Bulgarian drama from 2017. I heard it was decent, but it should have subtitles, I think. It doesn't say that it does, but hopefully it does. Classic 30 Days of Night, great vampire flick I guess it's in Alaska. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen quite a bit of it. So we have another Severin film here called Thirst. This is a combo pack. I bought this at, I think, McKay's a while back. This is a 70s Australian horror film. So I guess this was like a promo copy or something because it's got a hole punched through the barcode. But yeah, you get the combo pack here. I haven't watched this one yet either, but it's got Henry Silva, David Hemmings, Max Phipps, as I say it. So yeah, I heard it was good. Another Dollar Tree find, The Thompsons. Haven't watched this one yet. I know there's like a movie before this that you have to watch before this one, but I don't remember what it was called, but I'll look into it. Another drama here, The Thoroughbreds. I haven't watched this, but it's got a great cast. It's got Olivia Cook, Anya Taylor-Joy, and the late Anton Yelchin. I think this is one of his last films. Not his last film, but one of his last films. Another Shout release here of Time Rider. I have not watched this one yet either. This is about off-road racing and time travel. Interesting. You got Peter Coyote, L.Q. Jones, Ed Lauder, Richard Mouser, Fred Ward. So a great cast. Directed by William Deere, who directed Harry and Henderson's and Angels in the Outfield. So that's something to look forward to. One of my favorite westerns of all time, and that is Tombstone, classic. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Bill Paxton, Michael Rooker, Billy Zane, Jason Priestley, Stephen Lang, Charlton Heston, Sam Elliott, of course. So, and Michael Biehn, of course, great cast. This is definitely one to watch. We have an Alfred Hitchcock masterpiece collection of Torn Curtain. Haven't watched this one yet, but I do enjoy myself a lot of Hitchcock films. And you can't go wrong with Paul Newman and Julie Andrews. Toy Story 4. Still haven't gotten around to watching this. I heard it's like the worst one in the series. That's what I've been hearing. But I do enjoy the other ones. Even part 3 was okay in my opinion. But I definitely like number 1 and number 2 the most. Trading Places. Classic. Comedy from the 80s. From John Landis. Eddie Murphy. Dan Aykroyd. Jamie Lee Curtis. I forget who else is in here, but it's been a while since I've seen this one, so gotta go back and watch it again. This was a blind buy. I gave it a watch. It was okay. Not anything to go after though, but I think Dollar Tree had the DVD a while back in one of their drops, but Trespassers. I got it because Ferusha Balk's in it. Forget who else is in here. Janelle Parrish, Angela Trimber from Final Girls. That was a great movie. Yeah, First of Balk's only in here for a very short time, so it's obviously because her name is last on there, which is great because, you know, they usually, if they put the star power in the front and they're not in it for more than like 5-10 minutes, it's like okay selling point, but no, it was okay. It's like a home invasion type movie. Classic one here that everyone should own in their collection, in my opinion, and that is Trick or Treat. This is the Scream Factory Collector's Edition with the reversible artwork inside. I forget what it looked like. Yeah, just Sam. So really enjoy this horror anthology. Definitely watch it around Halloween every year. I keep hearing they're gonna make another one of these, but we've been waiting since what, 2007? Yeah. So we shall see. Would be nice to see Sam on the big screen again. Criterion time, we got True Stories here. This is a David Byrne film. You know, David Byrne from the Talking Heads. He's actually in this film as well. You also have John Goodman, obviously. Those are the only 2 names I recognize by name. But yeah, I've seen this, but it's been like so many years ago, so I gotta watch it again. And it's up the side here. You get all the stars on the back. You get this, oh yeah, I forgot, the soundtrack's in here too. And then you get this little mini newspaper inside, talking about like all the film, the transfer and the credits and whatnot. So yeah, it's definitely feels like a real newspaper. Put that back in here. Up next, we have also another Criterion, Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me. This is like from what I remember, this is a prequel to the show. So if you want to watch this before you actually start watching the show, this was made after the show was the original show was aired and completed. Yes, they went backwards, whatever, but it's been a while since I've seen this as well, so I'll have to go back and watch this again. Of course, it's David Lynch. Love him or hate him, I really enjoy his films. So this one stars Cheryl Lee, David Bowie, Chris Isaac, Harry Dean Stanton, Ray Wise, and of course Kyle MacLachlan. So you gotta have Coop in there. One of my all-time favorite comedies, not just from the 80s, but in general, and that is UHF. Weird Al's film, starring David Bowie, not David Bowie, but David Bowie, Michael Richards, Victoria Jackson, Kevin McCarthy. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen this, I would definitely recommend it. It's basically about this UHF TV station that that's failing, and then Weird Al saves it and turns it into this like parody type TV channel. You get parodies for like Wheel of Fortune, Pee-wee's Playhouse, just the most random like commercials. It's just really weird, but definitely give this a watch if you haven't already. We have a Synapse documentary here about the original Pet Cemetery. It's called Unearthed and Untold. 97 minutes long, from 2015. This is just like goes in detail, like behind the scenes with Mary Lambert, Denise Crosby, Miko Hughes, Brad Greenquist. I don't think that what's his name? The guy that was in their first film. I don't think he's actually interviewed in here because he died in '93, I believe. But yeah, he's in here. He's right there. But you know, the guy that played Herman Munster in the original Munsters TV show. But yeah, so yeah, give that a watch. This one I have not got around to watching yet, but I'm glad I own it because I don't think it's hard to find yet. But Upgrade on Blu-ray with the slipcover. It's a little scuffed on the bottom there, but I bought this used, but I still have the digital code. So let me know if you guys have ever seen Upgrade. I heard it's pretty good though. This one was really bizarre film, but I got this release. I know they re-released it like last year. Definitely such a weird film, and that is The Unseen. Early 80s horror film about this TV reporter and her two friends head to California to cover a Danish festival. There's a mix-up at the hotel, leaves them stranded without a hotel room, and then they accept an invitation of a friendly museum owner to board it at his farmhouse. And then there's something living in the basement of the farmhouse. And yeah, this is a really weird, kind of gross film in my opinion, but directed by Danny Steinman and written by Kim Henkel, who wrote the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Makeup from Stan Winston, of course, and Tom Berman. So if you guys are interested, watch it. If not, you're not really missing anything. I haven't watched this one yet, but I heard it's fantastic, and that is Unhinged. So I'm going to get around to watching that. Russell Crowe, of course. Who else is in here? Karen Pistorius, that's how you say her name. Gabriel Bateman, Jimmy Simpson, and Austin McKenzie. So I heard it's 90 minutes of him basically just going off on her and being really psycho. So I'm interested. Classic 90s film here from Blue Underground. I used to watch it every 4th of July, and that is Uncle Sam on the Blu-ray here. This is from William Lustig, who created Maniac Cop. You got Timothy Bottoms, Bo Hopkins, William Smith, P.J. Souls, Robert Forster, and of course Isaac Hayes. Written by Larry Cohen. So if you guys haven't seen Uncle Sam, he wants you dead. Cheesiness. We have Unbreakable. I've seen some of it here and there, but not never the whole way through. So you're going to get around to watching that. We got The Vampire Lovers. Haven't seen this one yet either. But this is, I believe this, yeah, this is a, well, this was a Hammer film. I'm not seeing that on here. Yes, it is a Hammer film. Okay, that's what I thought. We have Blue Underground's Blu-ray of Vigilante here with Robert Forster and Fred Williamson, Joe Spinell, bunch of other people too. Another William Lustig film. This one I have not watched yet, but I heard it's fantastic. I know they either re-released this or are releasing this on 4K, but I don't think I'll upgrade anytime soon. So we got Vincent Price Collection 2. We have quite a few Blu-rays on here. Some of these have gotten single releases, and then others have based on like other compilation Blu-rays. Yeah, The Raven, The Comedy of Terrors. I think those are getting re-released again. The Tomb of Lygia. So you say that. The Last Man on Earth. I know that's getting another re-release. Dr. Fives Rises Again. The Return of the Fly and House on Haunted Hill. I remember if this particular one is out of print. I know I got this at Walmart years ago. I know, right? This at Walmart, really. Yep. And this is, I forget how many discs are in this one. Oh, that's right, they're stacked, which is kind of weird for Scream Factory. Yeah, there's 4 discs in here, 2 on each side, stacked. And I think part 1 had to be reissued, collection 1 had to be reissued for some reason. I don't know, I don't remember why, but I need to get the other ones. I know that some of them are out of print now. This is a classic late 90s film from Sofia Coppola, and that is Virgin Suicides. This is a very sad drama, very depressing. But I enjoyed it, and it's got a great cast as well. James Woods, Kathleen Turner, Kirsten Dunst, Josh Hartnett, Scott Glenn, Michael Paré, and Danny DeVito. Narration by Giovanni Ribisi, and yeah, definitely recommend this one. If you guys haven't picked it up yet during a Criterion sale, I definitely recommend it. So there's a little bit of a controversy with this one, but this is Scream Factory release of Virus. Now I know that Jamie Lee Curtis, I guess, didn't have fun making this film or something like that. I don't remember the whole story on that, but got a great cast though. You got Donald Sutherland, Timothy Curtis, William Baldwin, so yeah, 1998 from Universal. This is probably one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan films. I know some people didn't like this one either, but I enjoyed it. That is The Visit. Such a weird, strange film. So these 2 kids go to their grandparents' house, get dropped off by their mom, but they're not there for some reason. I don't know why she would just leave them without meeting up with her parents, but turns out they're not really their grandparents. They're well, I don't want to give it away, but you guys watch it if you haven't seen it yet. But this has been out how many years now? 2016. So if you haven't seen this in the last 5 years, you should watch it now, or else someone if they haven't already given the ending away. But it's one of his better films. I'll give it that. I haven't watched this one yet. This is a Draft House Films release of The Visitor. This is actually from 1978. This is says it's the Mount Everest of insane 70s Italian movies. It definitely looks more sci-fi than anything else. It says it fuses elements of The Omen, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, The Birds, Rosemary's Baby, The Fury, and Star Wars. That's a hell of a matchup there. So Lance Henriksen is in this film with Mel Ferrer, John Huston, Shelley Winters, Joanne Neal, Sam Peckinpah, and Glenn Ford. So it's got a great cast. So we gotta check that one out. It's very heavy because there's a booklet inside, and there's a digital code behind it, and then of course the disc there. This is probably one of my favorite sci-fi films from the last 5 years, and that is The Void. I know some people didn't like this film. They were a little confused by it. But I highly recommend rewatching it or giving it a watch for the first time. It's very, very Lovecraftian, as you can see from the tentacles on the cover. And there's like really, well, there's no inside art, which is, so I recommend it. Great Korean ghost story of The Wailing. This is probably one of my favorite Korean films of the last 5 years, so highly recommend that one. I haven't watched this one yet, but John Carpenter's The Ward. Yeah. This is about a psych ward. This lady finds herself out against her will in the asylum, and whatever happens to her, I don't know much about the film, but there's The Ward. I got this for a really good deal. I think I bought it used. I don't remember. The Warlock collection on Vestron. You get all 3 films in the set here. The only one I owned before this was just the first one on DVD, so that was an upgrade for me. And then the 2 bonus films. I heard the first one's great, the other 2 not so much. Because part 1 was directed by Steve Miner. Julian Sands stars in it. Part 2, Julian Sands returned for his role. Part 3, he is not in it. The Warlock is played by Bruce Payne, and the, I guess, heroine of the film is Ashley Lawrence from the Hellraiser movies. So there's that. This one I have not watched yet. This is from 1985, starring the late Yaphet Kotto, and that is Warning Sign. This is another Scream Factory release. This is like a sci-fi horror film. It says, when tampering with the natural order of things, we must not ignore the warning sign. Yeah, don't mess with things. It's just not a good idea. I'll have to watch that one soon. Classic double feature of Wayne's World and Wayne's World Part 2. Love both films. We Are Not Worthy, and they're both on their separate discs. This is a Dollar Tree find. I picked it up because it's from the same director as, what was it? MS-45 and Bad Lieutenant. And that is Welcome to New York. Still haven't watched it though. But I enjoyed his other films, so. This is a weird one, guys. This had a lot going on in it too. This is an IFC Midnight Scream Factory release of Welcome to Willits. Bullets this is like a this group of people are camping out in the woods of Northern California in the town of Willits, a haven for marijuana growers, meth addicts, and conspiracy theorists. When a gaggle of vacationing teens unknowingly set up their campsite on property of Willits' most disturbed resident, a psychotic, drug-addled pot farmer who's convinced that extraterrestrials are out to get him. Indeed they are. It was very strange. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it was just very strange. Dolph Lundgren is in this film, along with Thomas Dekker, Bill Sage, Rory Culkin, and quite a few other people as well. So, like I said, it's you can give you a better look at the alien. That's what the alien looks like in the film. Just one of the grays. Up next, I have not watched this one yet. This is an MVD Rewind collection of, it's got quite a long title. Went to Coney Island on a mission from God, be back by 5. Starring John Cryer, Frank Whaley, Rick Steer, Rafael Baez, and Ian Sky. This is a comedy from 1998. It's about these two best friends grow up and they grow apart, and now one of them's gone missing. Well, I'm sorry, there's three guys. They've one of them's gone missing. The other two are trying to go find him at Coney Island. I heard it's a fantastic film, but I haven't gotten around to watching yet, so I gotta get on that. Oh, this was a good one, guys. This is a funny vampire comedy. Put on the last, within the last 10 years. That is What We Do in the Shadows. Definitely enjoyed this one. This is a New Zealand. They do like a fake documentary on this vampire flatmate thing. It's cheesy, it's hilarious, but definitely recommend this and the TV show as well. Have I seen this yet? I think I watched this once a long time ago when I had this on DVD. And that is Bam Margera presents Where the Fuck is Santa? Starring, of course, Bam Margera, Brandon Novak, Phil and April Margera, Jimmy Pop from Bloodhound Gang, and a couple other people as well. Let's see who else is in here. Villy Velo from Him is in here as well. Yeah, so they're out looking for Santa. Typical Bam. I wish I had the green case for this film, but I think I had it when I had it on DVD. I had the green case, but this is the Blu-ray digital copy of one of my favorite films, and this is the directorial debut of Drew Barrymore, and that is Whip It. Starring, I guess I can call Elliot Page, formerly Ellen Page, Daniel Stern, Juliette Lewis, Drew Barrymore, Kristen Wiig, Marcia Gay Harden, Jimmy Fallon. Great movie about what the hell is it called? Drawing a blank here, guys. It's not rollerblading, but it's anyway. I definitely recommend it. It's a really good movie. Classic film here, which I wish they would re-release the original transfer of the film, but of course they won't because it had quite a few not so family friendly scenes in the film. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit, one of my favorite films of all time. Robert Zemeckis, Bob Hoskins, Christopher Lloyd, Charles Fleischer, Joanna Cassidy, a boatload of other, of course, this is like a Disney Warner Brothers crossover as well. So definitely recommend it, but come on, please release the original with all of the non-family friendly scenes, please. And last one in this stack is the first of, I think, 5 films that Tim Ritter made for this series. I think there might be more, I'm not sure, but it's the original Wicked Games. I enjoyed this one. Part 2 was okay, but I like this one a lot better. But my favorite Tim Ritter film is Killing Spree, so this video is going to be probably like an hour. Probably not. I don't have much left to go through. We have Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern in Wild at Heart. I bought this before it was supposed to be released, so I think this has... I think something was either wrong with this version or there was extra stuff on here that shouldn't have been. I'm not 100% on that, but I got this like a week early. This Dollar Tree title, I'll probably never get around to watching this one, but it is Wild Cherry with Rob Schneider, Rumor Willis, Ryan Merriman. Not really, it might not be that great. This is the original Willard here from 1971. Yes, I know. I'll hide the mouse there, or rat, or whatever. I do have Ben as well. It's probably in storage, but I do have Ben. One of the better Bigfoot movies as of late, Willow Creek. Definitely enjoyed this one. Bobcat Goldthwait directed this, and he wrote it. Would have been funny if he actually did the voice of the Bigfoot. That would have been hilarious. Classic Willy Wonka. I have not upgraded to the 4K. I don't know if I will. I might. I'm not sure yet though, but classic. So a lot of people didn't like this film. I thought it was okay. That is Winchester with Helen Mirren, Jason Clarke, and Sarah Snook. I've only watched it once. I thought the house was pretty cool. I really want to go out there and actually go see the house. This one I haven't really got around to watching yet, and I've heard mixed reviews on it. But it's The Witch, or what some people call it, The Witch. Because I heard the audio is really weird on this, so I'm not really looking forward to that. Speaking of witches, we have The Witches, which is a classic from my childhood. Very creepy. Angelica Houston plays this really creepy witch. Rowan Atkinson is in here as well. forget who else is in this film. Jason Fisher, who plays the little boy. I don't know if he ever went on to do anything else after this, but love that film. We got Wizards here on this nice little digibook, 35th anniversary edition. I heard this one's out of print. Wolf with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer. Christopher Plummer, James Spader, Richard Jenkins. There are no extras on here, it's just the film by itself. So maybe we'll get a re-release of that at some point. We got Wolf Cop here. I love this film. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's cheesy. But I had fun with it. Of course, I have another Wolf Cop. Not as good as the first, but it was okay in my opinion. Another Wolf film, Wolf of Snow Hollow. I enjoyed it. It was a little different from time to time, but I enjoyed it for what it was. And this is Robert Forster's last film. I have all of the films in this series and other media storage, but Wrong Turn Part 6, Last Resort. I heard this one was not very good. I've only seen Part 1 and the remake, or reboot rather, so it wasn't really a remake. We have a double feature here that I got from secondspin.com, which sadly is no longer with us. Sorry, stuff's falling over. And that is X-Ray and Schizoid. I haven't watched either one yet. We have, Yoga Hosers. Haven't watched this one yet either. Classic Young Frankenstein. This is probably one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies of all time. This is when they put out those Day of the Dead. I guess it's actually glued on here, but I can take it off. And then it came with this color your own movie cover, and then of course the Blu-ray. Z, thought it was okay. Not one of my favorite Shudder originals, but it was okay in my opinion. The 2-disc director's cut of Zodiac with the digital code inside. So yeah, there's it's just the regular disc and then the special features disc. Speaking of Zodiac, I have the Zodiac Killer from AGFA, Something Weird. Yes, this movie is really beyond weird, but I enjoyed it. Now, there's a bonus movie on here called Another Son of Sam. I have not watched that one, so I get around to watching that. This is a Blu-ray DVD combo, and then you get this nice little booklet inside as well. Zombie High, I watched this once and I fell asleep toward the end, so I'm going to go back and watch it again. This is Virginia Madsen, Paul Feig, Richard Cox, who else is in here? Sherilyn Fenn, Scott Coffey. Yep, so there's that. Zombieland Double Tap. This movie was okay. I think I liked the first one a lot better than the second one, but if you guys will enjoy this one, let me know. And the last regular title here is the double feature of Zombie Night with Daryl Hannah and Anthony Michael Hall. This is an Asylum release. I haven't heard anything good about it, but hey, I think it was the Dollar Tree had it when I went last. Now I got a couple TV series and box sets here, so I'll just go through them real quick. So first up is American Horror Story Roanoke. Not my favorite of the series. We got Ash vs. Evil Dead Steelbook for part 1 and part 2. Part 3 I did not get the Steelbook. I had to settle for the regular Blu-ray of that. I'll probably get it eventually if I can find it for a good price. One of my favorite TV cartoon series of all time, and that is Batman, the complete animated series. This comes with Mask of the Phantasm and Sub-Zero, both TV movies on here. Oh, something's going down outside. The first release of the Indiana Jones collection, all 4 movies on Blu-ray. This one I haven't even opened yet. I don't think it actually works anymore though, because okay, actually it does work. So yeah, there's that. Jurassic Park, Target exclusive. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble. I got the Wreck series here on Blu-ray, all 4 films together. The first one I watched, it was really good. I haven't watched the other 3 yet though. We got the Superman Anthology, so you get, of course, well, there's more than just, so you get part 1 expanded, part 2, Richard Donner's director's cut, part 3, part 4, and Superman Returns. 8 discs worth of stuff on here. Alright, you got a couple of releases here from Epic Pictures. These are both out of print and go for probably stupid money now. This is Tales of Halloween. This is the Blu-ray DVD bonus disc CD soundtrack set. And then one of my favorite films, which is the Blu-ray DVD and special bonus disc of Turbo Kid. Definitely enjoyed this one. Alright. And then we have the the Blu-ray set of Twin Peaks Entire Mystery. This one includes the first two seasons of Twin Peaks. Fire Walk with Me is in this set, but I do have the Criterion as I showed earlier. And then you get a 90-minute, never before released, deleted alternate scenes, missing pieces disc. And then, of course, I have the limited series Twin Peaks, when they did the second go-round of the TV series. So that is everything for this video. Like I said, I have quite a few more drawers to go through, so I'll get there when I do. Leave a comment down below if you've seen any of these, your opinions, or whatever. And take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye.